right, so we are here at the Cabrillo Marina, and in prior videos, I've taken a whole lot of video of the beaches and also the cliffs. But today, I thought, I got wide open airspace. I'm authorized to 400 feet, so I wanted to go ahead and check out the actual marina itself. So hope you guys enjoy, and just going up to 400 feet right now. An absolutely beautiful day. Really couldn't ask for better conditions for sure. Slightly overcast, probably maybe about 80 some odd degrees, and not a whole lot of wind. So again, really perfect conditions to be flying around today. And there's the marina right there. And let's throttle up. There's a whole lot of sun reflecting off the water. I'm trying to avoid putting the drone's lens directly into that. So let's just gimbal down a little bit then. And you can see, I mean, this is the marina right here. And I know that there's people that actually go float tube fishing in here, which I kind of think is crazy, and I'll tell you the reason why. So I catch a fishing vessel, actually a day boat, half day boat, out of here, and while I've waited around for it to leave dock, I've actually seen quite a few really large seals that come in and out of the bay. So I know that there's a fair amount of large mammals here. But I would imagine that, given all the structure in this area, that the fishing is probably pretty decent, especially when it comes to things like sand bass, maybe some halibut probably just lay there and waiting. But as I cruise over here, kind of heading towards middle of the screen here, see that that building with the red roof. So that is where I usually catch the fishing boats from. They just pull right next to that building, and they'll go right out right off the coast of California for a 3/4 day, half day. I think they have like 2 half days that really run out of here, or run out of there, sorry. And a lot of fun. So I'm really I'm having some RC connecting issues here. I think there's probably just a whole lot of Wi-Fi in this area too as well. So that is something I will definitely keep into account when I'm flying around here. But I mean, man, look at all those moored yachts and sailboats and all that stuff. So to give you an idea, so I'm only roughly about maybe 1,500 feet from where I'm standing right now, distance-wise. And my RC connection, I know that I'm facing towards it too as well, but my RC connection is just up and down, up and down. So yeah, I imagine there's probably a whole lot of transmission going on in this marina, Wi-Fi, all that stuff, all sorts of radio noise. So probably not ideal. So I probably won't do this flight too often. But I wanted to do it just so I can say that I did it nonetheless. In an earlier video that I did, I came upon this right here, the ship. I still don't know the name of it, and I apologize, dropped my head, but this is an actual museum. Also, I believe that you can rent this out for parties too as well. But it was, I believe, like for lack of a better term, a carrier vessel of some sort that was used during the wars. There it is. There is LA Harbor at its finest. Sorry. Sorry, had a bug on me, had to blow it off. So this kind of just cemented area right here, sometimes during the warmer months, they'll do just like pop-up drive-in movie theaters here. Just kind of neat. I haven't had a chance to do it myself, but I'd imagine that'd be pretty cool. And interesting because it looks like there's like a mini racing track here. Oh, I haven't heard of any races here, but very cool nonetheless. All right, let's cross this, man. Let's cross this over. We'll go to the pier. So I'm going right over the bay now, where the plan is, and then you can see on top of frame, there's a pier out there, the Cabrillo Pier. Let me go check that out. Check out the fishermen, see what they're up to. Gimbal down. This is probably gonna be a really boring shot, but I kind of just always wanted to see the top down of this area. And you know, I'm looking at an iPhone screen, so I probably won't be able to see much, but I'm really looking forward to actually seeing this on a high definition, larger screen too, because I'm just kind of curious to see what type of structure is down there, depth, all that stuff. Let me look up, make sure I'm going the right way. Yep. Interesting. Pretty empty today. Let's see, let me get a little bit closer. Usually there's a fair amount of fishermen here. So it does get pretty deep towards the end of this pier over here, as you can imagine. People walking along there. So there's a fair amount of homeless here in this area. Just trying to be cognizant of that while I'm flying this drone around. So this area that you're looking at right here, this is where I do a fair amount of fishing. A whole lot of halibut there. There is a shot that I did want to try to get. I'm going to kind of position myself towards facing the drone a little bit, and it's this right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that kind of that little corner of the bay right there. I'm going to turn the drone around facing towards out to sea, and we're going to follow that that beach line on out, and I'm just going to try to stay kind of in a straight line. So just about in position here. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to just yaw around 180 degrees. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll move a little bit off to this side here. You know, really a lot of that sun reflection off of the water here, and let me just find a good line. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to stay pretty much just on a straight line and just head out. So I think that's the money shot. All right, let's go ahead and gimbal down and let's send her off. So I'm not going to do any turning or yawing or any of that kind of thing. And what I'm trying to do is just kind of keep this steady line, because I notice when I move that thing around a little bit, I think it just, I think it looks, you can see the yaw movement, and I think it's a little distracting. So I think just keeping this straight line for a shot like this really adds a lot of quality to the shot. My only concern is that as, you know, obviously I'm making this line, it looks like I'm kind of moving out towards the ocean. If it just becomes a big blue shot of just ocean water, it's a little boring. So, but I think I found a pretty decent line. Let's see. Let's keep that thing going. Again, always checking all my stats here. I'm hovering at about 382 feet. Right now I'm roughly about 3,000 feet out from where I'm standing, 48% on the battery, and a decent RC connection. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Dig it. So my plan is I'm going to follow this out. I want to see how true this line I can stay without having to move it left or right. But the idea is to follow this out a little bit past the actual jetty. So you'll see a jetty that kind of goes perpendicular. So going past over the top of that, heading out, and then I should cross over the pier in the end. We'll see if I aimed correctly. That should be what happens. Let's see. Okay, there's that jetty that I said would be kind of perpendicular. So I think we're on a pretty good course. There's the first entrance, the corner of the pier. It's a really cool shot. Very cool. I like this shot. Probably put you to sleep, but man, I like it. Not you falling asleep, but this shot. So it's definitely warming up out here, no doubt about that. I'm beginning to sweat out my eyeglasses here. So my intent is just to see how far I can go in this straight line, keeping the pier still in frame. I am getting a little bit of screen darkening, meaning that my phone is preventing itself from overheating. So this will probably be my last line before I hit the return to home button. Very cool. Oh, I got it. Cool. Alrighty. I'm gonna wait till that comes out of frame, and when that does, I'm gonna hit the I'm gonna hit the return to home button. Return to home.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds. Return to home.
All right, I'm gonna have a seat while that returns the home. And all in all, I mean, that was a really good flight. I got some different perspectives on this beach. got to see the marina. I accidentally hit the off button on record. That's kind of a bummer, but we'll edit that in and out. So we're about 2,000 feet still away from where I'm at. I got plenty of battery. Still got 29% left, so yeah, plenty of battery left. Cruising about 23 miles per hour, so it looks like there's no headwind on me right now, at least. And I'll be interested to see. I know this is probably pretty boring looking since it's just ocean water, but I'm really curious to see what type of structure that we'll be able to see on high definition. So still coming in. All sorts of bugs. Sorry if you hear me blowing on my screen. That's what I'm doing, just getting the bugs off. So I'm gonna stay a little quiet here because it's you know, within about 900 feet, and I just want to see if I can hear it. Of course, a car pulls in right when it's trying to stay quiet. That is Los Angeles for you. There it is. I just put eyes on it. So it looks like I might be a little bit off. We'll see. I always say that and it ends up being pretty much dead on. And it's funny because I noticed that when I'm looking up, my voice goes up a couple of octaves.